Hi, and welcome to another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your JBL Link 300 or 500 or several models working with your smart home, because folks, these have Google Assistant in them, and we'll do that right now. Well, I meant to get this video out a few days ago, and while we're talking, I'll go ahead and get the link plugged in, because it takes it, as with anything electronic, takes it a little bit to come up. This is kind of the, well, it's not quite the middle of the line, but it doesn't have batteries in it. So you've got the Links, I believe it's 20 and 30, that have batteries in them, so they're a portable Bluetooth speaker. This one is more meant for home, and this one's in the process of coming up.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. You can ask me questions and tell me to do things. To get started, download the Google Home app.
Can't make it much better than that. So I'll set Ms. Link off to the side here, and we'll switch over. And you see at this point, because it comes up on your Wi-Fi network, and what I really love is the fact that it comes up on 5 gigahertz. It has 2 and 5 built in. So really, if you're going to do it on 5, unless there's just a compelling reason not to. So you already see it's already set up here on the screen. So we'll tap Setup. And would you like to set up this device? No, we'll leave it set up the way it is. But no, we'll go ahead and set it up. And we'll actually turn off that one so you can see it. And now this is a warning that you will see if you have the G Suite accounts. I call it Google Docs is the old name that I first came to know it by. If you have your domain being hosted by that, so it kind of, they still haven't gotten that part of it straightened out, but if you were the administrator of that, there's several things you can turn on, and then they usually tell you what to do. It's some advanced functions, and it sounds like another video we need to do on that one. So it's just minor. It's telling you that you can't do things like tracking of the packages, your agenda, and upcoming flights. But really, think you'll be using this more at home. So I don't see that as a problem. So we'll tap on Continue. And we will probably lose our link here in just a second, because this is what happened the last time. And I'm going to watch the phone here, and it's reaching out and talking to it. So we will, at some point, okay, it's managed to keep its connection. Okay, yeah, so you heard the sound there very softly. So we'll tap Yes, and we're going to call this, it's going to be in the living room. So we'll tap Next. Now, I'm going to call this a little bit different because, I can, and I've got, as you know, if you've seen several of my other videos, I've got several other devices around. So I'm going to call this Link, if I can spell here, 300. Now, it shows you all the SSIDs it knows about. I've already got it set up on for me, LWAP-B, which is my 5 gig network. And it didn't ask for the Wi-Fi password. And this is when you've already connected stuff through Google Home to this, then it's going to remember the SSID password. And it gives you the option of it not remembering it, but as long as you've got good control on your phone, it's pretty good. And so far, we have not lost the connection. I was expecting it to. So at this point, it tells you some other things to do. We're just going to tap Next. Now, this is the part I would encourage you not to do initially, and that's to say no thanks to the voice match. And here's why. This is nothing to do with the Link 300. No, yeah, this is a good buy. It's got the JBL name on it. That should speak volumes, especially those of you who have some degree of broadcast background. You will recognize that name very well. It's a quality line. I've just had some issues to where it's subject to some tonal fluctuations, to where if I'm talking very calmly the way I am now, it will recognize me. But if I get say a little bit excited, or the pitch or timbre of my voice changes, then it's going to have some problems recognizing it consistently. So get used to this without that first, then go to it. Your voice may be a little bit different from mine, so it's not going to be the issue. So we're going to say no thanks for now. Yes, we're sure. You can tell the lawyers have been involved on this one. Access your info. Okay, we'll say allow personal results. And this is, we'll go ahead and confirm my address, which that's a matter of public record. Now, by default, it comes up with Google Play Music. And you see the other services that are available. I've got Pandora linked through on the other devices, but we'll touch that another point. But this is to show you what is currently available. So we'll tap next. Video services, this is all it's got to offer. So, we're not going to add anything at this point. Don't really want to add a payment method, and everything else looks fine there. So it says the Link 300 is ready.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. I'm here to help. To learn a few things you can do, continue in the Google Home app.
So, if you've got any familiarity at all, now this is if you've got an NVIDIA Shield, this is something to definitely pay attention to. I'm working on something right now. We'll click finish, tap on finish rather. So, and that's it. You're done. You can't make it any simpler than that. So this is, I've had this just a few days, and thank you to JBL PR for getting this right out to me, because I'd worked with the Harman Kardon, which JBL is part of the Harman, well, I'm going to say this wrong, and please don't get upset with me. They're related companies. They have a common ownership. So when I saw the chance to get JBL involved, because now with JBL, I'm going to be showing this in future videos and showing you how to use it, so you don't always have to have a smartphone available. Hey Google, what's the weather tomorrow?
In Lee's Summit tomorrow, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 69 and a low of 52.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold Google to that, because lately the weather's been anything but reliable. But so you've got an option here for something other than the Google devices. And JBL, folks, if you're not familiar with this name, it is a very good audio product. And I wish I could show you how good the sound is without getting into copyright violations. But that's some other testing I'm still going to do. But this is a very quality product. I mean, it's built solid. It's got the what I'm going to figure is either the subwoofer or it's the bass part of the speaker, and this does actually, I felt it vibrating. So when I've got some good bass coming up, then that's when you really start to see that shine. This is simply an option, because when you think of the Google Home Assistant, you think of and I just happen not to have one in here for some reason, to not have something you have other than the Puck and the Google Home devices. There is an option, and really, in what little I've done with the playing music so far, JBL's the way to go. If you're gonna play music through it, get the JBL. We'll show some other videos, because I've still got one video to do with the Sonoff device showing you how to get it to talk to the Google Assistant, and I'm going to be using this. So this is going to be my go-to device for Google Assistant, because it's important to see other devices other than just what Google has to show. But it's been very good on responding. It's just like you're talking to the Google Assistant on here, but at least now you don't have to have the cell phone handy. And there's phone calls you make. There's all sorts of things. And if you haven't seen any of that or thought about it, please leave me comments for the video. Would appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel, because I'm trying to get my numbers to it. My goal right now is 1,000. I'm already over 450. I'm trying to get to 1,000, because that opened up some additional opportunities for me, both with YouTube and some other options I'm looking at, because I really want to keep showing you all the different home assistant options. So this we got a little bit off the rabbit trail with this one, but for good home sound, the power this has got in it, I've got an old JVC receiver trust me, it's over 30 years old. This has more power in it than that does. So that shows you where the technology has come. So, have one of these in each room, and with the multi-room ability to do audio, then it's got a lot of flexibility. So I've got links in the show notes to the 500, the big brother for this one. I've been trying to find the 300, and so far it's not up on Amazon. Hopefully that will be fixed shortly. I know B&H Video has got that, so that's a source for it there. And you can always buy it from JBL's online store. There's certainly that's a viable option. And one of the things that I found, and if you get it set up wrong, or you maybe need to change something, say your SSID changes, I'll save you some looking up because this wasn't in the manual. And if you hold just on I can't speak to the 300, but if you hold the mute button for, if they say more than 13 seconds, it was closer to about 15, then you'll see it, the wireless logo here start to flash. You'll see the 4 little lights up here flash, and that's how you do a factory reset, because sometimes, especially when you've had a power outage, it may be a little confused. So that's something to file away, and that's also in the notes for this video, because that's one of those things you don't need a whole lot, but when you do, how long do you want to spend looking it up? And I would have thought the reset button did that. It didn't for whatever reason, but this was the surefire way, holding down the microphone mute button for more than 13 seconds. Reset it every time. So we'll be doing this more in another video, because I've got the Sonoff 4-channel Pro device that I've been using, and I still have to do the Google integration with this, and I wanted to have the Link 300 up and running before I did that one, because I'm impressed with this device, and folks, I don't impress easily, and this has really got some good sound, and it's a nice form factor. So appreciate everybody's time and watching me and listening to me go on a little bit. We've got some other things coming down the pike. One thing I will tell you right now, that one of the things that I'm going to be implementing, I've already started doing it, is a home media server. And for those of you who've heard the name Plex, that's where I'm going, because that one, it took a little bit to get my head wrapped around that one. And I'll be showing initially how to set it up on a Mac Mini, because that's one of the perfect platforms for that. And I'm not a Mac fan person, but this is pretty much ready-made for that. We'll be showing you how to set it up on NVIDIA Shield, and if there's enough interest, we'll even go through showing you how to set it up on a Windows box. One of the Intel NUCs is kind of what I'm thinking about doing, because that's perfect for this kind of deal. No fan, little box, and you can put it off to the side. There's a lot that can be done. Anyway, I'm going on. Appreciate everybody's time watching this. Again, please subscribe to the channel. Would appreciate you hitting the like button. And also, if you want to get notified anytime we come out with newer videos, please click on that little bell icon, and you'll get notifications as well. And everything else I've got in the notes. So thank you for your time. We'll see you again soon.